Hi, my friend. It is Black Wednesday. I'm Pat Sloan, and I am ready, so ready for Fall Frolic. Are you? Yes, yes, yes. Today is the first block in Fall Frolic. Each of the 9 blocks, I have a theme, like I do for all of these so-longs, and the falling leaves is one of the wonderful signs of fall. With colors would be absolutely gorgeous, you know, wouldn't that be the best? So here's our block. Without further ado, here is the Fall Frolic block. I love it. I just feel like it has a lot of motion, like it looks like it's falling leaves. So I'd asked a lot of you what your different items are about fall that you really are the epitome or the essence of fall for you. And falling leaves is probably the leaves changing color, all of that. The leaves is probably the number one thing so many of you talked about. For me, I have a little story. And if you have a story about leaves, when you show your block, I would love, love, love for you to share it. When I was fairly small, my parents rented an apartment, and in the very back of the area was a little playground. And it was sort of long and skinny. And the wind would whip through there. It had trees because there was houses on the other side. But what was kind of neat is when the fall leaves came down from all those trees from the houses, they would stack up, and the service people or whoever the grounds people would come, and they would blow all the leaves into the center. And I was small, so that stack of leaves felt like it was this big, it was so huge. My brother and the other kids and I, we would all like jump in the leaves and play around. That is the best memory of fall leaves that I have. Now I'm looking for them to change color. They starting to change color here, not so much yet, just starting. So the block is so pretty easy. We've got half square triangles and sew and flip corners. Super simple for this one. And then I always give you the block in repeats. So if you want to do like a scrap buster and make this, or even coordinated fabrics, a lot of you have started using my free bonus layouts for your projects. So this video, I'm going to next talk to you about the bundle and how I'm approaching using the fabrics for the blocks, for the 9 blocks. Then I want to show you 2 of the quilts that I got back from the quilter, which I don't know if I showed you or not, but if I did, you're going to see them again. And then tell you where I'm online with the chat. So let's get to it. With the Fall Frolic bundle, I want to show you how I've organized it and looked at it and the thought process to decide where I'm going to go. Of course, the first block, you could do anything you want, but I have worked with bundles of fabric for so many years that I have a little bit of a process. So let's take a look at what I do first. First, I want to take the entire bundle and split it into sort of the color families that came in this designer's bundle. Now you can do this exact same thing with the fabric that you've selected. It doesn't have to be a fabric line, but this is how fabric lines are set up. This particular line, which is Kim Deal's, has a lot of burgundies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burgundies. Then there's 4 of the green, 4 of the aqua. After that, it's on twosies. 2 brown, 2 gold, 2 pumpkin, 2 pink, and 2 of these sort of mauve grays, which go really nice with the pink. See, there we go. They are really nice with the pink. And I have also, what's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights from the line that are like shirtings. These are like what classic shirting fabrics, what men's shirts may have looked like. And then my background. So for me, because our pattern has a lot of background for the layout, which you have already. You already have this layout. You can download it again today when you download the block. But I am going to try to stay away from background fabric in the 9 blocks. I will use up as much of these as I can. And with fat quarters, that shouldn't be a problem because we're only dealing with 9 blocks. And then the background I will save for more of the setting. Now for the block itself, I want to do a combination, do 2 different colors for this. What colors? What colors? How did I think through that? Let me see if I can get this. There we go. Well, with what I have here, I definitely want to put mostly burgundies, like in every block. So if I can put some burgundy in every single block, I think that that is going to help all 9 blocks really hold together. Plus, I think I'm going to do those cornerstones for the layout with the burgundy and teal. So these blocks here, these will all be this burgundy and teal. And the reason I'm doing that is I could do the burgundy and green, which would look very Christmassy. It would be very gorgeous. I actually could do the burgundies with the pinks, but there's not a lot of pinks. So I think I'm going to try to save those for blocks instead. Now when I get ready to do this, I have this sort of darker element out here, which doesn't have to be dark fabric. It's just how I shade it. Then I have the center and then the points. The center and the points do not have to be the same fabric. They could be different fabric. Then this lights will all be from one of these. And I'll just pick a random one because they all are fairly similar. So it doesn't really matter to me. I'll just pick one and go with it. So if I'm doing burgundy and it's on the outer part, that's quite a bit of area that we're looking at. So for my burgundy selections, I want to pick one of them that has more going on. 2 of them read fairly solid, like this one and this one. So those will not be my choices today. So for this block, I will pick one of these that are in here. And 2 of them are a little bit more plummy. These 2 a bit more like plum, and these 2 a little bit shaded more towards the burgundy. So I'll just pick one of those. And then if I want to do the teal in the middle, because it's a nice big block, I think I will take either one of these 2, which have a larger scale print, and use those for the center and then the point. I'll probably just use the same thing and just make it look like a starburst in the middle. So that is my that is how I walk through and get this ready, because after I have this block done, every single block following it I will want to do a bunch of these burgundies. You'll always have a burgundy in it, and that'll keep the consistency going. Now you can kind of get an idea of how to look at your fabric, whether it came as a bundle that was designed to go together, or it's a bundle that you put together. Either way, breaking it out and looking at it like I just showed you will help you create a really cohesive quilt so that the blocks sort of all flow together. Okay, I have 2 of the 2 show and tells that I'm sure I showed you before. I'm going to go show them to you again real quick. Just because, why not? They're here. Mostly because I need them here in the studio space, in this sewing space, so that I can put the binding on. They need the bindings on ASAP so I can enjoy them or send them off. They might be going off to friends or some family. So here is the bats and the boo. And on the back, I used the spider web. Now this one was done with sort of a grid work. I don't know if you can tell there, but it has sort of a grid work pattern. It's lines that kind of go like this. Very open, a little bit modern. I like it. So let's just stick this up here and I will show you the spooky sampler. I know I showed you that one before, but that also needs done. It's going to have a straight binding, which I did just locate. What? No, I located it. I just located it. That sounded weird when I said it the first time. Okay, so here's the spooky sampler, and I have all kinds of cute, we did bats and spider webs, and then the darling fabric from the fabric line with all the pumpkins. So that one is totally ready to have binding on it. All right, switching gears. So my friends Sherry Mcconnel and Chelsea Stratton, who are Chelsea and Sherry designed together for Moda Fabrics, and they have a YouTube channel. They invited me to come on and chat with them. Chelsea's daughter was, or I think it was her daughter, was ill, so she was not able to be there, but Billy was there, Chelsea's brother, Sherry's son. So Sherry and I have been friends for a really long time, And it was so nice of them to invite me on to chat. They wanted to talk about a lot of different things I've done, some of the things I did during the pandemic when I had 2 broken wrists. So I hope you will enjoy it. The link is down below in the description box over to their YouTube channel. All right, the other reminder is to be sure that if you want to sew along for the Woodland Wonderland, that is this project, that you get your stuff. Get your stuff together. You have to have the pattern, so you want to be sure you get that and be ready at the very end of the month. And this will sew for a while, so you know, you'll have time, and the sections are all broken out really nicely. One of the fun things is that I wanted to offer a kit, and the Fat Quarter Shop put together a kit with the autumn colors from Joanna Figueroa. These were done in one of her winter colors. So the autumn colors are the oranges and greens and creams, and when you get the kit, everything is broken out so that you can have one package. It's labeled. We have a conversion sheet for the fabrics. It is the same pattern. The same pattern, it's just done with different fabrics, and you can do your own fabrics. I've been seeing a lot of the collections that you've been getting ready for. I've seen people getting the kit, and that's great. So I want you to have enough time to get everything in and join me, because I am definitely going to do a row of the gnome and the mushrooms, and I know I have to do an owl and a hedgie separate, like separate ones. So I got an extra bundle. I got a fat 1/8 bundle. That's you can just see all the fabrics. These are the fabrics that are in the kit. So I got this so that I would have enough to do a few extra pieces to go along, and then in case if I'm demoing, I need the extra. You know how that is. All right, my friend. Fall leaves. When you share your block, remember to tell me what your fall leaf memory is, or what the best thing that is about fall leaves that you love. Hopefully something. So I love you. Mwah. See you online.